Hi parents and students, it's Ms. Dorn again. I wanted to make a video about standard algorithm. I know it's a strategy that most parents are aware of and had learned when they were in school, but I wanted to record the way that we talk through that process is a little different than maybe how you talk to your child about it or how you learned it. So I want you to listen to how I'm referring to the numbers that we're multiplying together and how we're referring to the products. So our sample problem will be 45 times 24. Let me zoom in a little bit here, make it a little bigger. So we start off by doing 4 times 5, which is 20. We write down our ones place and we carry our tens place. Then we do 4 times 40. 4 times 40 is 160 plus our 20 gives us 180. 20 times 5 is 100. I can write down my tens in ones place, but I have to carry my hundreds place. 20 times 40 is 800, plus 1 is 100, plus 1 is 900. So we write down our 900. Add those two partial products together, and you get 1080. I'm going to do it another way, which neither way is more correct than the other, but we teach them to say it like the way I just did because that actually refers to the value of the numbers you're multiplying. So we actually refer to that these are 20 and 40. They are in the tens place value, and these are 4 and 5. They are in the ones place. So another way that you could do it, I'm just going to do the same exact problem. 45 times 24. This is not a way that I go over with them in class, but we do talk about one day we talked about how these are the same exact method, it just is a different way to say it and work through it out loud. So we have 4 times 5, which is 20, carry the 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2 is 18. You have to put a placeholder 0 if you're going to do it this way. 2 times 5 is 10, carry our 1. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. And I still add them up the same way. The difference is in this one, you're only thinking about single digit multiplication and you're not worried about the place value of the numbers. When you do it this way, you have to remember about that placeholder 0. The way that I teach them, and we teach them because of the Bridges program, the way that we move through the sequence, we teach them to actually think about and say those place values. So instead of just 4 times 4, we're thinking 4 times 40. The reason we set them up to do it this way is the strategy we learned before this standard algorithm is we do 4 partial products. So students are actually listing out all 4 partial products. 4 times 5 equals 20. 4 times 40 equals 160. 20 times 5 equals 100. 20 times 40 equals 800. So they are actually, sorry, that was cut off. They're actually listing out these 4 partial products before they learn this, and we're referring to the place values when we do this. That's why when we move to the standard algorithm, I teach them by also listing out those place values, not just thinking them as single digit values. So if you hear your student saying it like this, don't get confused, and they are welcome to know both ways. My students who already came in knowing the standard algorithm, I kind of challenge them to retrain their brain to think about the actual place values of those numbers. I hope this helps and clears up any confusion on standard algorithm. Thanks.